podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you ready? TheBoxingVoice.com. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. We taking over.
Ness Heyman.
Mr. Vegas, you are Mr. Las Vegas.
I get in every fucking shit. They want me there.
TBV presents a ring walk with Danny.
Ring walk Danny.
Daniel.
Owen Bama, only in America.
Because I fight for the people. I go for you and you and you. All these beautiful kids is here.
We turn a TBV into the Hot 97 of boxing. Keep talking from Vegas.
You already know if it's a big fight, I'm pulling out. Chicago, we in here.
Man.
From the cotton fields of Alabama to the casinos of Las Vegas. Mama, I made it.
We up early, baby. The grind don't stop. Gilly the Kid ain't gonna be the only one around here doing big shit.
You are now
No, the
locked
fuck
into
he
the
not.
Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ring Walk Danny. This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
What up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning. Hope you're having a blessed day as I am having a great day. Daniel, what's going on? Good morning. Shout out Ring Walk.
Good morning, champ. How are you?
I'm good, man. You know, ready to talk some boxing. A little bit of a slow week, though. You know, biggest fight this week is Joe Joyce, Christian Hammer, and the undercard. And I really, the biggest news last night was Michael Coppinger letting the world know that the fight that was rumored between Teofimo Lopez and Pedro Campa will take place August 13th. Right here in Resorts World, Las Vegas. So I look to mend my relationship with Tio, get some coverage on him while he's out here, you know, possibly training. And I think it's a good thing.
Absolutely.
You know, that the fight is here in Vegas because it's like, I'm in fucking Vegas. So make them all here. I need to grow.
Nah, for sure. Shit, if I could have it my way, every single fight would be here.
Yeah.
Make it convenient, right? But
Resorts World really spending money in boxing. Let's not forget that they're doing the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. We did have Michelle Corrales. I don't remember.
I can't remember.
I know you're remarried, and
we had Miss Michelle. We had Miss Michelle from the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.
That's right.
And, you know, that will be at Resorts World in August, actually.
Mm-hmm. And isn't it going to be a WBC tournament as well?
Yes, the WBC will have their Green Belt Challenge.
I wonder did Sean throw his name in a hat to do the commentating already? Because Sean's heavily involved in amateurs. I hear he's making an app.
Yeah, remember he's telling us about his amateur app that he's putting together and whatnot?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I wonder if he's intertwined himself to be the commentator for things like that, especially here in his hometown of Vegas.
Yeah, we'll
semi-hometown.
We will have to reach out and find out from Miss Michelle. But yeah, no, not just that. And that's obviously this weekend, Friday to be specific, we will be at Resorts World.
That's right.
So not just are they getting involved in boxing heavily.
You guys doing the Sartain thing?
But in the UFC, actually. So the UFC International Fight Week, the Resorts World is the official host hotel.
Does this start Friday?
Starts earlier. It's fight week, so the shit started.
International Fight Week?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! All right. Well,
the fight. Yeah.
I'll be back. Y'all have a great show. I gotta go get my credential.
All right.
Yeah, but So the concert we're going to is actually part of the UFC International Fight Week.
Yes. Okay, I remember now. Are you guys still going to that fight of forgot her name. We had her on here last week though. She's boxing on that.
You talking about McDubbin?
Yes, if we're here, we may not.
Are you guys getting ready for your?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Perhaps. Yeah.
Big perhaps. But
More,
okay.
less of a probably not. I was looking into things, and we definitely are gonna need to use my points to get those things, and you have to do that in advance. So we'll see what date they give us in terms of booking. Plus, I think we need to get that equipment. My brother reached out yesterday, and he should be going there tonight.
What you guys getting?
Just all my mobile equipment I left at my Florida home.
Oh, okay, like your cameras and stuff
everything.
like that. Damn,
like,
everything?
Like, you know, I have the Rodecaster.
Right.
The Rodecaster. I don't know. Is it called? What is it called? My God.
You're talking about the podcasting.
The mixer.
Oh, that thing is. I was gonna buy one of those.
You know they made a new one.
Yeah, I
didn't even fucking click the video because I don't want to know what they added into the new one because I don't fucking.
Well, yours should be fine. Like
no,
it had everything it had on it anyways. But yeah.
So are you scared that you click on that video and you're like, "Fuck, I'm gonna just upgrade."
Updates are always worth it. You see, Android people are like, oh, iPhone, they make you buy new. But I like new. I like innovative. I don't care if they had it all on the same year and they periodically released it. That's their marketing plan. What could you do?
So it's $6.99 on Sweetwater right now. It's
that's who I fuck with too, Sweetwater.
Oh, Sweetwater's great. You'll buy a cable from them and they'll call you 2 years later.
That dude is so old though.
Oh, the owner?
Do you watch his videos?
No, not in a long time.
Oh my God. Let me see if I can pull up a picture.
But I used to be a musician, so like I was heavy into Sweetwater. But right now it's looking like you got 2 USB-C interfaces, 6 faders, 4 mic preamps, 8 customizable.
Oh, so they added 2 more mics.
Right.
If you got 6 faders, they added 2 more mics. Is it 4 mics still?
Let's see.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's 4. So basically, the other faders are for like your sound effects or your phone.
Okay, so it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, they kind of revamped how it looks. It looks more like the mixer we have right here at the desk.
It's like I said, I didn't even want to click it because I know how they do, man.
Yours is fine.
They pull you in, but
if you really want something good, you got to get the.
But I got
Zoom
3
H6.
Shure headsets too.
Right, that's all I have.
Actually 4. I only opened 3.
If you need the plug on some Shures, let me know.
No, I already got those.
No, I know. I'm just saying, if you need anything new, I got the plug on Shure.
Damn.
Talking like 60% off.
What? That's crazy. Because I just went to the new studio and we got like 5 of these. It's too late. He didn't use you, huh?
No, oh no. Travis didn't even use me, and I told him. I said, next time before we buy mics, let me know.
Bro, 60% off is like falling off the back of the truck.
So it's through my dad because he gets employee business pricing with them.
60% is more than half. I don't think understand.
No. I mean 60%. Like, where are you going anywhere today that's giving you 60% off on anything?
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's because he uses them as a vendor for like the work he does. So he gets employee pricing.
Yeah, no, that's good, and that's what we're saying. That especially that pricing is phenomenal. But
especially for these mics. These mics are so expensive. You would.
When'd you go to the new studio?
Yesterday he called me. Yeah, I was late too. I was doing my feet, and then he like, "Could you come?" And I'm like, "After 2," and then I totally forgot. And got there like at 3.
So how's it coming? How's it looking?
I mean, it looks the same. Probably today is going to be different because he got back yesterday.
Oh, Dell did?
Yeah, with all the stuff. So, maybe it'll look different.
Oh, Dell
today.
called you.
Yeah, Dell.
Okay. That's what's up, man. I'm glad to hear that he's in town because that means that the studio will be work done. And
no, I mean, it's there. He was testing all the equipment. Now is about running the wires.
Right.
But like
that's the fun part.
He kind of did. He kind of connected everything just like right there, freestanding.
Right, just to kind of in the moment be like, okay, well, we know everything works.
Yeah.
So now you can clean it up.
Bro,
was that when you said that's the fun part? Is that you like being sarcastic?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Running cables is like, oof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, so when we went to California, I did 90% of the teardown, and running cables was the most. Like, I ran cables in the Benavides house. I ran cables here, and it's just like, oh my god.
No,
it's
and
just so
that was a conversation. Like, where do I want them? Because there's no drop ceiling. See, they're hiding theirs in the ceiling. There's no drop ceiling, so I'm like, fuck it, run it along the side. Like any studio, like any fucking
just
production.
Put the like the color, like the wall color tape over it, so it just blends in.
No, I told him either buy the little fucking wire covers, or
like the plastic PVC
or just
ones?
zip tie them. Zip tie the lot of them together and fucking run it across the top. I don't
Quick
care.
and easy. If it works, it works. Honestly,
For real. I just want to get in there. No offense to Sticky Paws, it's just like I know my guests will spread the word a little bit more because of that building. Is just beautiful. Walking up,
and it's catered for boxing.
Yeah.
Like we're a multi-purpose recording studio here.
That's the one thing I'm gonna hate, bro. That where we're going now, my green room now will be phenomenal. It will be 10 times what this is because you're overlooking the ring.
Right, you get the view.
But when we get to our real room, which is the glass room, we will lose that.
I mean,
we're gonna have to build a new green room. You know, like this is our room,
or we can just keep it and
just walk them all the way over there.
I mean, that's
so they can hear whoever's in studio A. Come on, bro, you ain't thinking. Why would you sit them? That's like 100-something feet away. At least if you sit them, think about it. We got the two glass walls like this. If you sit them right here where there's a little bench, remember the bench? We'll move that bench, bring those beautiful couches. We can even set up our own little.
Yeah, that's true.
And now they're looking. Their family's looking straight through the glass.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But it's still not better than the back scene, you know.
Yeah.
Then you sit and then, oh shit, look, Fernando Vargas is punching it back. Like, they robbed us of that.
So, Nestor, I know you're not going to, but Danny, you gonna watch the fights this weekend?
What fights?
The UFC fights. You got Israel Adesanya fighting this weekend.
Most certainly not.
Yeah, it just depends where we at, bro.
Danny's gonna be busy, bro.
Ness is gonna make sure you can't watch it.
Fuck that.
He's gonna keep you busy.
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you, nah, bro. No way I'm gonna watch him because you know we're gonna be on the road. But
on the road again.
Ness
you got your phone. Just pull it up on your phone.
Ness is being you know, a bit of a Debbie Downer.
No, truth is, I'm glad he wants to talk about it live. Truth is, Danny is he's excited is the best word I can use. And
is he, as somebody who does, is he jumping the gun a little bit?
No, he's not jumping the gun. He's just rushing.
Okay, so I do the same thing. Like, you're just so excited to do it. You're like, all right, let's just do it. And it's like, you gotta think things through.
See, and I don't really think I am because
bro, the fight's not till September. He's not leaving camp.
See, but that's the thing that Ness. We was trying to go before a fight was announced, and you know that.
Okay. And that didn't happen. The fight's announced now, and we know where they're holding camp now.
Right. And if you look at the fucking calendar, that was like our 1 week to go. Okay.
It's our 1 week to go based off what?
Upcoming fight.
All right. And that's why I said, let's wait for the mobile equipment so we don't lose. He wants me to leave right now and lose.
And just record and then eventually post stuff?
No record. No show.
No, I meant like you.
He
just
wants
take
me
your
to
camera.
shut down my morning show and just get in the car and then get over there and also not do a morning show. No, I need my equipment.
I can show you Austin after the show, right? The text messages where he was like, nah, we don't even need the equipment. Fuck it.
Yeah, because I said if we do like pre-records like on Tuesdays and Wednesday, which today is Wednesday, which we lost an entire day already, right?
Right.
So yesterday we should have done this show.
Right.
And another show. And another and another and another. The amount of days that he wants to be out there 8 days.
No.
Don't lie. You said from 2 to 10.
No, that's the most we could be because we would have to leave the 2nd, and we have to be back by the 10th.
Regardless, he's giving me 2 to 10. So I'm thinking 2 to 10. I'm thinking 8 days. I'm thinking
That's
need
being
content.
realistic, too.
Yeah, I'm being realistic. It's a 20-hour drive. I got to recover the next day and then go to the gym.
Yeah, even if you guys just did like an hour-long catch-up like show like this, just so that way you have something that's going out.
Exactly. I don't want to not have anything going out.
Right, maybe you get some interviews and only put them out.
I don't want to do that. I can bet. I can wait for the
like
equipment.
in the studio. That's what I meant.
No, that's well. I gave him those 2 options. It's like if my brother doesn't send the equipment in time, we could stack up on shows and have them scheduled via Canna, and they'll release. We can even premiere them so that the chat can still chat.
Right.
And then we can be in the chat as we're in the road. We didn't do that because it's been so much. He still ain't even checked the hotels.
I did.
How you check the hotels without my points?
Bro, you said you was doing the point shit, the hotel shit, and I was doing the Airbnb.
Okay. Even if that's the case, you ain't send me nothing yet.
Bro, I haven't pulled up. I showed you.
You haven't pulled up, but you didn't send me anything.
When you asked me to show them to you, I showed them to you. So
yesterday you showed me B&Bs?
Yes.
Negative.
You was like, I bet you ain't looked them up.
Negative.
And I showed you on my phone. I showed him like, look, bro, there was even a very nice one, like $80 a night. Beautiful pool, nice
$80 a night, and then you find out it's like a sundown town. You're like, ooh.
Or it's like a $500 cleanup fee and shit. You gotta check them fine prints.
Bro,
Right.
Airbnb
Or it's like $80 a night, $300 resort fee.
Resort fee
In the middle, like on Route 66. Like, it's a
bro,
resort.
that Aria resort fee is insane. They're out of control.
No,
that's a whole nother room and a half at another regular hotel.
And the sad thing is that it's just here, bro. Like, I've stayed at the Ritz-Carlton in Houston. Their resort fee ain't even is maybe a third or a quarter.
How much was the resort fee for Aria?
It's like what, $45-$50 a night?
On top of your
yes,
holy shit,
a night. Yo, when I got back from Afghanistan, I stayed at rooms on the Strip because of the pandemic. They were so cheap, where the resort fee was more than the room. Like numerous times that occurred to me on at multiple properties.
Yeah, say it's Circus. I legit think their rooms are like $20 a night.
You stay talking to Circus. Ain't nobody staying there.
It's just funny. So like, because like
I would never.
I wouldn't either. I worked there for a couple of years, and then my mom like just like left after like fucking 13 years. But it's like that's the casino that like MGM doesn't own it anymore. Treasure Island owns it, but that's a casino that like you just put duct tape on it and call it good instead of actually fixing it.
You know what's funny? Fontainebleau, however you say it, bro. They're fucking like a notorious, famous, luxurious, upscale property. Famous in South Beach, and now they're opening across the street from Circus practically.
That's free real estate. It's not like you got to worry about competition,
bro. That building,
like with Resorts World. Resorts World is right next to it.
That building, I mean, a bit closer to the Strip. Right?
Resorts World, no, it's literally like in the lot next to. Because some fucked up shit happened when they were building Resorts World. When they broke ground, like hella bugs were at Circus because they like disrupted. Like the earth over there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was real bad. But yeah, no, it's like literally like right there.
Yeah, but
like
that shit's been sitting for like 15 years. And, and they're just now finishing it. It's sold numerous times, and they're just now finishing it. And it's interesting because it is such a luxurious property that I wonder how much success it has on that end of the Strip.
You think Floyd would stay there?
I mean, I'm sure. I've seen him at the South Beach location. So, if, same thing, just another city,
location.
No beach.
I had tried to squeeze in another guest, man. And
both our guests canceled today.
Oh, yeah?
Both of them.
Who's who? Who you had?
I had Ralph.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I seen that cancel. Who's the other cancel?
Emmanuel Rojas.
Oh, the brother of Freddy.
Oh, yeah.
Or Freudis.
Yeah.
Freudis. Well, that'll be cool, because maybe then my guest, who hasn't shown signs of life, will wake up and can get here late and replace those slots. And actually, that would have worked out fantastic for them, because My guess is Paul Spadafora. He wanted us to obviously interview his son, who he's training. I wanted to make sure that we interview them separately so the father doesn't outshine son. And maybe we can get that happening.
Okay.
You know, I was trying to get the son in here at 7, but again, I see no signs of life on Paul's.
He just responded.
About to leave the house. There you go. Okay, champ. I love a punctual person.
Is that the father?
That is the father.
Dang,
Okay.
no early show for me.
No early show.
I got hella work I gotta go do.
No, listen, and it was an early show. I mean, look at the numbers. Tio's not bringing him out, so I look to help him get back in the good graces of the world. You know, I don't know that that's gonna do him any good because he's fighting Pedro Campa, man. Who's Pedro Campa? Do you know him?
Not familiar enough, but you know.
Who's he fought? Because I didn't know Arnold Barboza's opponent, but he's fought some decent opposition, and he's undefeated. What is it? Zoriola?
Yeah, Pedro Campa's Pedro Campa has fought in the U.S. once. That was back in 2015 against a guy named Aaron Herrera.
I mean, he got some undefeated wins under his. Like he took 2 people's undefeated record. That's it. All I see.
Yeah, I mean, 2 fights ago he fought a guy that was 5-0.
Oh, okay, there goes a third undefeated record.
And then his last fight, he fought an undefeated guy, 22-0.
5th, 6th, I guess.
Yeah, so he has a few. You know,
bro, BoxRec is flooded with ads. I gotta use Safari, bro. They're they tripping on Chrome with all these ads.
Oh, is that a Chrome thing?
I mean, you know, Chrome isn't Safari.
Yeah,
Safari's
supposed to be better for your privacy.
Safari don't fuck around, you know what I'm saying? Safari's like, yo, don't bother my peoples.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have.
Even though I still see 1, 2, 3, 4 ads popped up.
But yeah, no, I'm going to be honest with you, Ness. I'm not familiar with any of the opponents on Mr. Campa's resume.
I mean, I think this is probably what we're supposed to see, right? The fact that we don't know him. He hasn't fought anybody because it's probably exactly what Tio needs. You know, he's coming off of soldier surgery?
Yes.
Plus the loss.
Plus obviously all the medical things that he had going on. You know, let's not forget he was hospitalized for a bit after the fight, and they found those medical issues going on. Doctors even went as far as saying that he shouldn't have fought at all.
Now, this fight was originally targeted by Top Rank to happen in Florida, of all places, which is one of T.O.'s homes. You know, he spent a lot of years in Florida. And they do well with the Latino market. That's why they take Berlanga down there and Josue Vargas down there. And this will also be a 140-pound debut for Teofimo Lopez. This would be a move up in division.
I'm not trying to be funny. I was just thinking about it, man. I just think it's not meant for Tio to fight in Florida at this point.
Because the other one with Cambosos got canceled?
Yep, so...
I mean, you know, it could look like that on the outside looking in. But
no,
Resorts World...
I mean, obviously, I think...
I just assume Resorts World is a casino here in Las Vegas who's already throwing money around. They just offer Top Rank money to bring the former unified champ to their hotel. I just see it that...
No, I mean
who's their competition in Florida? Is like Caribe Casino or some shit?
Yeah, no,
they can't compete.
Obviously, I'm you know, I think it's just been bad timing on both occasions. But yeah,
no, but that doesn't mean that you're wrong. It is in time. That's why he's got offered more money in Vegas. Not he, but the company Top Rank obviously was given a site fee to come to Resorts World. You don't just go where you want, you go where they pay you to come.
That's why you know, we've seen Bob and Top Rank go places like Macau, go places like Reno, places like Tulsa, where you're like, damn, why are they? That's why. Because they're paying.
So this will be Lopez's debut at 140 pounds, and he'll be fighting for the first time since his upset loss to George Kambosos. Almanac, what date was that?
What?
The loss.
November 28th. November 28th of obviously 2021. So it's been some months, man. It's been some months. 27th, I'm sorry. It's been some months.
You gotta love Mike Coppinger. Give me a screen share. And this is all being reported by Mike Coppinger of ESPN. His sources told him about this. But then check out, this guy says, is he good? And obviously speaking of Campas and good old Mike, not a company man at all. No.
And then what was the response after that? You gotta show replies.
Same thing we doing. You can take it down.
Let's go from one Mike Coppinger screenshot.
Yes, because we have to talk about the second part of our show. I'm so excited to talk about this. This guy is one of my guys. Obviously, a lot of my guys that came out of this gym, they're going through stuff in their life, but they're still all in a way better place in their life. And it's just such a blessing to have been a part of this story, even from afar. When I met them, Almanac, when was the Nonito Donaire Regendao? Oh, no, you wouldn't know because that was only the fight you would know. You wouldn't know the press conference.
Oh, no, not the press conference.
So for that fight, I met Richardson Hitchins, Chris Colbert, Bruce Shushu Carrington, and who am I leaving out? Nikita Abali. So fast forward, here we are. Hitchins is, what's his record now? He's got to win over Argenis Mendez. I know that for sure. You're not going to do it. Oh, you can't do it because.
Oh, good. We do it here in front of the people.
Yeah, man. So this live research.
No
You should have just copy paste, man. Yo.
Well, I got it right here. 14-0, 6 KOs. We last saw him in the ring in May.
Okay.
Where he did have an off-TV fight, which was really weird to me because it was like they did it in Phoenix, Arizona the week before the Tank fight, even though he's from New York.
So his last fight was in May of this year?
Yes.
Okay, that was right around the corner. Off TV, though.
Off TV.
He got no Tank date.
No.
He's been on Twitter like, yo, Mayweather, you done with that? Now you can promote me. My fight's next week. So come to my screen share. I'll adjust. This is Michael Coppinger stating that undefeated 140-pound contender Richardson Hitchins, who we are speaking about in question, has signed a multi-year management deal with Keith Conley. So for those that don't know, Keith Conley has Adam Kovnacki.
Edgar Berlanga.
But Adam was also being sought for, and they kept him on PBC. Edgar Berlanga, Keith Conley took to Top Rank. Daniel Jacobs, Keith Conley got a 6-fight deal with HBO when they were leaving the business. So Daniel was the last one to get that HBO money, one of the last ones. And then he got the DAZN deal, all still while being with Al Heyman. So Keith Conley is a great manager. I'll show you how great he is. Okay? Think about the amount of fights that this gentleman that I'm going to tell you has, and think about the number of opportunities that he was given in those short amount of fights. Obviously, he never was able to win the big fight, but that's not Keith Conley's problem. His problem is to put you in the big fight and get you the most money possible. I'm speaking of Sergey Derevyanchenko. Sergey Derevyanchenko has gotten 2 eliminators with Jack Coolclay. He's gotten a Daniel Jacobs fight. He's gotten a Gennady Golovkin fight. He's gotten a Jamal Charlo fight. He got a Carlos Adames fight. Terriano John. I mean, I don't even have BoxRec pulled up. There's rarely names on that maybe 15-fight resume that aren't big names, that aren't recognizable names. Keith Conley is very good at what he does. I say all that to say this. I hope he takes him to Top Rank. He's got no hope on 140 in PBC. I don't even know who's at 140 on PBC. Go to Top Rank. Tio's there. Devin's moving up. You know what I'm saying? Please, Keith.
I mean, Cepeda's there.
Please, Keith. Take him to Top Rank. This boy needs his opportunity. Everybody else is getting that money. Chris is getting that money, and I'm talking about Colbert. Shushu's with Tom Prank, so he's going to be getting his money once he continues to develop. You know, Nikita Abalali's getting that Matchroom, you know, Eddie Hearn money.
Mm-hmm.
I need my boy to come up. He came from the slums of Brooklyn. It's his turn. He represented Haiti in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? And let me pull this up. Actually, you do it so we could go to your computer. Go to Shakur's last tweet about my boy. Oh, actually, cool.
I got you. It's on right.
Because everybody that knows anything knows that he's good. Now, we did have a person in here. Size down. We did have a person in here yesterday that was saying he beat Richardson Hitchins. And look, Hitchins was never in the position that he could have offered that person a rematch. I know that for a fact. You know what I mean? When you with Mayweather, you going to do what they want you to do when they want you to do it, because that's how it goes. Damn, man, this shit fire.
But what I have pulled up is Shakur Stevenson quote tweeting Mike Coppinger's news of Richardson Hitchins signing a multi-year deal with Keith Conley. And Shakur says, about to get spooky for the 140-pound division. And then he puts the demon emoji.
Now, I love Richardson Hitchins, but I don't know how spooky it's going to get. I don't know that he has power like that. He's a great boxer, but I don't know that he got power like that. So, you know, if you're a great boxer, I guess you can make shit spooky for dudes, because it's like you gonna out jab him. You're going to keep him on the end of your punches.
Right.
But, you know, that division is about to be crazy. You know, we talked about it. Devin will be moving up. Regis is there. Tio just moved up. Arnold Barboza is there. You know,
Kenny Sims is there.
Kenny Sims is there. And the other dude, Kenny Sims beat. He back in action winning. Elvis is there. That's the only dude on the 40 that I can think of. I'm gonna have to pull up my what's the name here? My trusty boxingvoice.com rankings /rankings for those that don't know. You know, and I'm going to have to check out what's going on.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. That's doing the same thing, because obviously we're trying to think of those fights.
Yeah, the possibilities, because I think I think it's still better for him to go to Top Rank. He'll be with his boy. You know, he fucks with Shakur. You know, they could probably put him on some Shakur undercards. You know, Shushu's there. That's who he came up with. You know what I'm saying? They could do a Brooklyn thing together. You know, it just makes sense over there on Top Rank. I'm not going front, but I got the rankings pulled up. Let me get a screen share. At 140, we're gonna go down to WBA, which is usually friendly with Al Heyman. You know, in boxing they say
B.O.
No, in boxing we say WBA stands for what benefits Al.
Yeah.
WBO is cool with Frank and Top Rank.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the B.O. that would be with Bob.
Yeah, but I'm going to Al's because he's already with Mayweather.
Okay.
But his contract is up.
Right.
So I'm seeing what he got to re-sign to, which I don't see shit. Because starting from the bottom, Dalton Smith, that sounds Matchroom. Jack Catterall, that's also like a Probellum. Gary Russell's got an injury. And this is actually, this is not even that Gary Russell. This is the other Gary Russell. This is Antoine that's fighting that's fighting Francis.
Correct.
Bruh, Francis out here playing. See, I don't know how to not be the truth. He about to make me do a whole spike and go, pull up his social media. Look at the fucking spawn he's doing. Now, yeah, he might call in and be like, come on, bruh. I'm showing them that so they think we not working. Nah, bruh. You can't fool me. I'm going to have to put my money on Gary Russell to knock him out. Look at this shit. Screen share this shit. And it's a lot of it, Danny. I held my tongue for 3 days. He got 3 days spawn amateurs like this. How the fuck you going to get better? And look, he not even jabbing. He going like this. The dude's so inexperienced, he could just punch on a jab and they don't rush in. Man, get the fuck fuck out of here. Tink will let you tap that glove, come around with the right hook, punch you in your motherfucking mouth. He out here playing games, man. Antoine gonna body this dude. Look at this. Look at that jab. Hands down. You can't practice like that. You about to fight Russell? He tripping. He's tripping. Look at those dudes. They all inexperienced. I can hear the coach in one of them telling the inexperienced dude right there that just got hit with the double left hook, telling him, Mario, suelta la mano, Mario, some bullshit like that. Get the fuck out of here, Rancis. You played me, man. I wanted to fucking believe in you, bruh. Look at this kid he's sparring. That's a kid. Who is that? And he sped it up because I seen it the other day slow. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Your heart rate's not getting pushed. You ain't got the man. He put an Apple Watch on. That shit gonna say, take me off.
Yo, stop the screen shit, man.
But anyway, back to this 140-pound division. Screen share for me. We stopped off at Gary, who about to get a body. Lewis Richardson, that's with Matchroom. Cletus Sheldon, he ain't fought since HBO that I know of, but Tio's there. Gayasov, that's Chakram, he's with Dimitri. Bakatir, he is with PBC. Regis, Probellum, Sandor, DAZN, O'Hara's, Matchroom. Basurro, inactive, and has a guaranteed opportunity at Arthur Puyo, whoever he's fighting winner for that vacant. Cepera's with Top Rank. Jose Ramirez is with Top Rank. Regis is again with Probellum. Jack Catterall, like we said, with Matchroom. Sandor, DAZN. Who am I leaving out? Sabril, he's with PBC. So if Hitchins goes to PBC, that's what he got to look forward to. Russell and Matias, and those are tough fights. Big punches to both of them. Montana Love is with... Maybe Matchroom is the spot. You got Sandor, you got Regis, you got O'Davies, you got Basurro, you got a lot. Lewis Richardson. None of those names moving the needle crazy, but when you get through a Sandor and a Regis, your name is something now. Then you got Montana Love to make a big fight with, and I think they had a little beef before, remember?
Did they?
I believe so.
I know that Montana and Tank did.
Oh, yeah, that's old. That's from the sparring at Kevin Cunningham's.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is obviously Richardson Hitchins has a great relationship
with Tank.
With Tank, and it's close to Tank. If you look at the BO rankings, and that's...
you got Zoriela right there who's fighting Barboza. 8 and 10 right there about to eliminate themselves, or one is going to be greater. Sandor is also there. I see Regis, Cepeda, Tio, Catterall.
Pedraza.
Liam Pardo. Who's Liam Pardo?
He's number 1 in the BO.
I know, but who is he? I don't even know this guy. What is it? Arfram? Oh, my Lord. Andy. Who are these people?
What rankings are you reading, champ?
140 WBO number 14. Number 12. Number 11. Who the fuck is this? This guy sounds Puerto Rican. Jeremias Ponce.
How you do that?
That's what I said you should be doing.
You just highlight the name.
Highlight and search with Google.
Oh wow.
Is he? Oh, he's from Argentina.
Okay. You think he's one of?
That's funny. I found an Argentina Buenos Aires steakhouse yesterday. I didn't go, but I found it. I'm like, okay. They cook very well, especially steak. Have you ever had someone from Argentina?
Actually, I think that. So Enrique took me to a spot in Jersey.
Okay.
I think.
Boy, this dude's been on the road getting them wins.
I think maybe that was an Argentina spot.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh well, Germany, UK.
Against anybody we know, Nuss?
Nah. Well, he beat Richardson.
Okay.
Give him his credit, and he knocked him out.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, this the dude that put Richardson down all them times.
They're saying O'Hara is Probellum,
okay,
and Richardson is Boxer/Sky.
Okay, thank you.
So,
yeah,
I don't know.
I like this kid. Okay, 30 and 20.
I don't mind.
He been on the road.
I don't mind Top Rank, Ness. I don't mind.
Yeah, I know. I think Top Rank is either Top Rank or DAZN.
Yeah, I don't mind Top Rank, especially with those guys they got at 35 that could move up.
Oh yeah, big names. See, He's friends with Tank, so what he doing over there? Know what I'm saying? You in and around his division. You in the way. Go make your own lane somewhere else.
Yeah, because they're not going to fight.
Exactly.
But Devin.
And the bigger names are going to want to fight him.
Devin, that could be a fight for Devin.
Of course, because Devin obviously beats on him, and then it inspires a Tank or a Shakur. You know? Then they want to get some get back.
And
like,
they've
Dev,
sparred before, too.
Oh, Dev, hold up.
They've sparred before,
all
too.
of them. All of them. I just reposted a pic of Bud, Core, Dev, and Keyshawn. And, you know, that's not – it still would be common to see Keyshawn replaced with Hitchison in that picture. Like, that would be normal to me. I've seen them all together before. Mm-hmm. Like, in pictures. Not that I've hung out with them.
No, of course. And you know, Keyshawn's at 35 as well.
It's time to check my daily Terrence Crawford and Bo McIntyre messages, see where we're at with progress.
We got Dirk with a $5 super chat saying love, peace, skeet and cheese. Okay.
I don't really fuck with the dairy, but okay.
Okay. I don't know that he meant like literal cheese, but shout out to you. We do appreciate the super chat. Yo, how happy are you that Africa got to, you know, go off, do his thing? And
well, he's not off, and he didn't do his thing yet. He's just a free agent and has re-signed not re-signed, but has signed a multi-year agreement with Keith. We don't know. Keith has a good relationship with Al. We don't know if Al calls Keith like, we still want him. Mm-hmm. He don't got to be with Mayweather. We don't know if he's going to stay on PBC. We got to see what Keith does and what can he do.
But what I'm saying is, regardless, Richardson is putting himself in position to have options.
No, and he's in a position to finally get fights. He'll get moved now with Keith. Keith doesn't deal with off-TV fighters. He just doesn't.
Damn. You know, actually, you want me to tell you another fighter who Keith has gotten
Castro, isn't it Castro?
Mark Castro. Who makes their professional debut co-main event for Canelo?
But didn't he also? I'm confusing him, right? Who is he? The one from Kansas?
No.
I know who Castro is with all the head movement and the fucking TikTok.
He from Cali.
But I'm just trying to figure out where he's from. Okay,
he's from Cali. I think Kansas. Maybe you're thinking of Nico Hernandez. Nico Hernandez came out of that same Olympic class as Shakur 2016. You know, was making a bit of noise when he came out the Olympics. I think that's who you're thinking of is Nico Hernandez. But yeah, no, I mean Mark Castro, he's gotten big opportunity after big opportunity. He fought on that Mikey Garcia card as well in front of his home people. Fought on another Canelo card in Miami. I was there for that one. So, you know, Mark Castro's definitely been getting opportunities through Keith Conley.
So, let's see here.
Any updates on those messages, Ness? You ain't heard back from Bud or Bo Mac?
Oh, no. So, I sent 2 fresh ones, baby.
Okay.
2 fresh ones. Persistence, man.
You gotta send them audio messages.
I did send one, remember?
You gotta hit him with the Grand Rising, King.
That one audio message, he was like, "What? How?" Then we gave him the details. So I guess they working it out with your boy right now.
My man's in them.
Oh shit! Let me undelete that. That's my man that just got the fucking $112 ripped from me. Undo delete message. What's going on with the reigning, defending NABF and USBA champion? Cracks the top 10 amongst the world-rated lightweights. Oh, that's still 35. That's why. So that wouldn't be good for him. But that is...
Who's that, Ness?
The man to beat the former Olympian and former world champion Jamel Herring on ESPN. We're talking none other than... Jermaine Ortiz, the Dominican out of Jimmy Birchfield's CES Boxing.
Whoa, so you put $112 against a Dominican brother.
True. True. I mean, Herring was tested. You heard what it said. Former and former Olympian and former world champion. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine rose to the occasion. Shout out to him. You know, that's why we just undeleted this and we gave it to the people. To the people.
I feel it. But yeah, champ. So you do have somebody coming in as both our guests. Unfortunately, couldn't make it in.
Yeah,
but
man.
Ness to the rescue. That ain't no problem. He say.
No,
I got plenty of people to fill those seats.
That was like 20 minutes ago, he and I, so he's on his way. We're going to open up these phone lines and just, let you guys rock out until we do get those guests.
Austin.
Which I think are going to turn into 2 now.
425-569-5241. Press 1 time.
True. The Voice of the People hotline. Voice of the People, there is no equal. Yo, somebody hit me up yesterday like, yo, I'm a professional fighter. Trying to get on the show. I'm like, man, who is this, bruh? I forgot my numbers all over the motherfucking internet.
And then?
No, this is a fighter.
Okay.
I told him, get with Bo. Know what I'm saying? Then I get hit with an amateur, bruh. How an amateur hits me up to my, yo, I want to get on the show. I'm like, cool. What's your box rec? Nah, I'm an amateur. Okay, cool. How many fights you got? I'm 2-1. Bruh, stop thinking about interviews. Go to fuck to work. All right? Get your motherfucking wins up. Get some experience. How you 2-1 already thinking about interviews, man?
But I mean, to be fair, we done got some young amateurs in here with
kids, though. That's different. Okay. Like, you 2-1 grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? Like, get some wins under your belt. Like, you might be 2-2 or 3-2 in a few days and not want to do this shit no more. But at 2-1, you're trying to get a motherfucking interview. I love you, though. I want to see you grow, champ. But just get some wins under that belt, man. So we got something to talk about. MMA champ, we going out to you right now. But first, a quick word about how we do things.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
We do need those 5 stars reviews so we can remain the #1 boxing podcast on iTunes. And, it helps people find us.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Speaking of subscriptions, shout out to everybody that did subscribe and help us reach our new goal of 148,000. Then we woke up and crushed it at 149,000. So now we need 150 before the beginning of July. Fuck it. Y'all want to do it that big?
That's crazy.
Y'all want to do it that big? We trying to do it before July. Let's get the 150 before July. Sure. Right now, we're officially at 149,130 subscribers. So tell a friend to tell a friend. We growing, we working. And this is another reason that I don't want to just pick up and leave and hit the road. I see a few of you like, Ness, get on that road. And it's like, yeah, you saying that now, but then you're going to forget that tomorrow there won't be no show. And the next day there won't be no show. And the next day after that, there won't be no show until we get back. Meanwhile, me and Danny going to be riding horses with Shakur. I'm going to be dunking on Jared Anderson. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all going to be like, oh, y'all living a life and you ain't got no show. And it's like, look, that's what y'all told us to do.
I don't know that working and bringing to people content is, I mean, it is living a life, but you know.
No, it's living a life. I don't lie. It's living a life. Like, this is the best life I've ever had. I don't know that you've had a better one, and if you have, amen to that. But I love my life.
Yes, I used to be a president in a previous life.
Yeah,
so I can't top that.
This is the only life I've had.
I love my life, and I am grateful for each and every listener, each and every person that tunes in. I hope you made money with my Jessica Alba pick. I hope you made money with my parlay, because that's all I'm trying to do. Trying to help you. Okay, looks like we got. Is Bo here? No Bo today? Damn. Yes, he is.
Jessica McCaskill, champ.
What I said?
Alba.
Again? Is that she was probably like my childhood sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? She did Fantastic Four and all that great shit. But MMA champ, what up?
Yo, what's going on, man? So I want to get into Teofimo Lopez in first. Listen, right? It's his first fight at the weight class, right? And he's coming off an injury also. I mean, and he had something going on in his chest area or something, too, the doctor said, right? So when you're coming off of that and you come off an injury and it's your first fight at the weight class, right? You want to see if your power is still there at that weight class because, you know, when you go up, you lose some power, right? So you want to see if everything is there. You know, I would have wanted to fight Liam Parrow because that would have gotten into the mandatory spot for the WBO, you know, so he could fight for a vacant belt or fight Josh Taylor, but Josh Taylor then move up. But anyway, yeah, and with the Richardson Hitchins situation, listen, who is there for him to fight at super lightweight? And at the end of the day, like.
Thank you for calling in, my friend. So Paul Spadafora is in the building. That means we'll be getting his son Friday, 8 a.m. So Bo or Brandon, if you're listening, add that to the schedule because I didn't know which was going to show up, you know, since we had only one slot available. But next on the line, is there Discord? Oh, okay. So this is in the 918, looking like
who ya?
Jordan
Baker.
OKC. Jordan and OKC. What's up?
What's up? How y'all boys doing?
Oh man, enjoying a great day.
Man, I appreciate the good shows as always. Man, I say if I want to see a motivated Tio. That's all I'm going to say. Ness, your relationship with him might not be the best, but he let them belts get to his head, man.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%.
It's almost like you put in the work and then you forget. You forget what it's like. I just, before he goes out local again, hearing him talk about Devin, I just want him to win and get back to being a good fighter.
Agreed.
Well, man, I think
we lost
you.
He's
gonna get the win, man. That was my call. I appreciate that.
All right. So he's got nothing on the Richardson Hitchins situation, but that's cool. We do have the biggest Teofimo Lopez fan calling in right now.
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats.
Oh, what a big shot by Lopez! I told everybody!
TheBoxingVoice.com.
What he done to the boxing world to be number one in the junior weight division?
SDS Promotions.
What's up, David?
Yo, I told everybody, man. Teofimo Lopez about to take over 140. He's going to take care of this guy he's going to fight. And then he's going to be fighting the winner of Josh Taylor and Jose Cepeda. And then after that, Teofimo's going to have 3 belts. And then after that, he's going to take another belt. And then he's going to be undisputed in the second division. And he's going to make a name for himself and continue to do what he was doing before. He suffered a minor setback against George Kambosos. After Devin Haney beats Kambosos, you ain't never going to hear about that guy again. I would like Kambosos to go to 140 just so Teofimo could destroy him already. Because they fight 10 more times, Teofimo's going to stop that guy 10 times. You already know how I carry, man. Teofimo Lopez, the comeback, the get back, the takeover, he's coming back, baby. He's coming to Vegas, and Ness, I hope y'all patch things up. Because, you know, you was really screwing a lot of mess about my guy. But
I mean, that's your boy, you know. He's the one that, you know, tried to fool us into believing he was undisputed. I was just telling the truth. So I don't have an issue with him. He's got an issue with me not calling him undisputed.
But, you know, the politics of boxing.
I mean, it's not politics, man. It's not politics. You either have all the belts or you don't.
He had all the belts, man. They did him dirty, bro.
Stop the lies, bro. Stop the lies. You're part of the reason that he's needs medical attention.
Well, he needed medical attention. That's why he was messed up in that fight with Cambosis, because he was sick. He had a lot of issues. But like I said, man, that's neither here nor there. It's a new start, a new chapter. He's fighting a young...
It's not here or there, but I'm going to bring it up. It's not an excuse, but I'm going to remind the world about it.
Teofimo's back, man. At the end of the day, he's undisputed to me, man. And he's going to take over. That's my call.
All right.
We do have some callers on Discord.
All right.
So
I think we're gonna. You want to get to our guests next?
Yeah, let's do it.
I was say I think Omar is still recording a little something.
Okay.
Okay.
We can get to one more call.
All right, let's do it.
So we have the one and the only El Terraplanista on the line.
Cuba.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
Yo, bro, actually, even though I always come here only talking about Cubans, because somebody's got to do it, bro. Like, no one else comes here and talks about Cubans. So, Teofimo is actually one of my favorite fighters. I do watch other fighters other than Cubans. Teofimo's, it's been my favorite fighter for a very long time. I mean, actually with a belt, right? Because a lot of Cubans have been coming and whatnot. But I tell you, man, he just had a bad night, bro. That's okay in boxing. People love to bring up losses like Ness the Hater. And they just, oh my God, and they only dig right fighters that don't have losses like Devin, the most boring fighter, Haney.
What happened to Wilder? Didn't he lose? And Danny and Thurman and Porter?
Wilder's a great fighter, bro. I'm never gonna come here and hate
But that's
on
what I'm
Wilder.
saying. But that's what I'm saying. You're trying to tell the people that I only big up undefeated fighters, but remember they called this the Wilder voice and they called it the Danny voice
It was.
and the Porter voice.
Have you been talking about Wilder lately? I don't see you hyping up Wilder since he lost. You know?
I mean, anytime there's an announcement about him possibly coming back, we've done a show. We can't make news up.
I want to see you hyping him up like the Teofimo guys hyping up Teofimo.
Didn't we hype up the fact that he released a song? We told our audience about his
song was trash though.
Okay, but that's me showing
So
you.
is this fight. So is the Teofimo fight. The fight's trash, and we're doing a whole fucking show about it.
Good, bro, but like he needs a tune-up, bro. That's okay too. It's okay to lose. It's okay to get a tune-ups. It's okay to get back on track, bro. It's okay, bro. No one gets Mikey Garcia shed when he takes a tune-up and loses, right? I didn't. So let Teofimo get a tune-up. Let him look better. Get some health issues. You know what I mean? So that's what I think, man. It's okay to lose, just like Robesi lost his pro debut. You can have a bad night in boxing. That's okay. I'm not jumping off a bandwagon just because you took an L. You know what I mean? That's my call, though. Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah, I just want to be clear. Wilder suffered losses, Danny suffered losses, Thurman suffered losses, Porter suffered losses, Mario Barrios suffered losses, Rigondeaux suffered losses. I mean, the amount of fighters that Colbert just suffered losses. Like, what are we talking about? This dude, he is what he is. He's here to stir the pot. But looks like we have former champ Paul Spadafora in the building. How are you, Paul?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing good, man. Happy to have you, man. Yeah, so when did you relocate to Las Vegas?
I came out here about a month ago.
Okay. So it's permanent or just for training your son?
Just training my son, you know.
Okay. So you guys still in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
All right.
I got a house in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
You know.
So how old is your son?
17.
17. Okay, so he's still an amateur. How many fights he's got?
He only got 4 fights.
Oh, so it's fresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He used to fight back in the day, like whenever we was together. Like, I'm talking about back when he was young.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
what's got him into the sport?
I guess he loves it. You know what I mean? And probably just, you know, I look at it like if you love the fight, then you gotta give it your all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
so you were a former world champ, man. You were someone that you know this game. Do you think your son has it? has what it takes to be a world-class fighter, has what it takes to be a professional?
I mean, I definitely think he has what it takes to be a fighter. A 10-round fighter, man fighter. You never know about world champion. Like, listen, my situation was, I was just telling your boy outside, like, my situation was so different. Like, I basically felt right in the spot. You know what I mean? Like, Shane Mosley went up to 147. I moved from 15 right at the number 2 in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Got a chance to fight Cardona, and a local promoter. There ain't no local promoters right now out there like that no more. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? But
I mean, when you say there's no local promoters out there like that can get you a title shot, you're saying?
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna say that. Yeah,
Okay.
basically. I mean, it's what it looks like to me. Top rank.
What was the name of that promoter?
Mike Akery.
And the promotional company?
Just Mike.
Yeah, no. I mean, what I call smaller promoters would be like the Dimitri Salidas, the Lou DeBellas, TriStar Promotions, Southpaw Promotions, Mickey Bay Brothers Promotions.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dimitri and
Lou are obviously way bigger than the others that I
sure.
named, but they're still all on the same level that they don't have a network. They don't have a TV network that they can say, hey, I want to put this fight on. They got to go to streaming or get a Showbox deal.
And usually whenever you do something like that, then you sign over. I mean, I'm thinking you sign the rights over to your fight. Like, you say I fight somebody from Top Rank. If I beat him, I'm with Top Rank now.
Sometimes, or they could have an option on you.
Yeah, I mean, but I was never no business type dude.
Mhm.
Just I was always in the gym. That's it.
So how do you? Because you have to want to do it different. I mean, you've been through this game, and I'm sure you could have made it bigger. So you don't want to make those same mistakes with your son, and you want to navigate your son properly in this business.
Like he's in. I mean, it's the capital of the sport of boxing. If you make your name here, you're pretty much making you can make your name anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Pittsburgh. A lot of my fights was in Pittsburgh. I ain't gonna sit here in front or do none of that. You know what I mean? I was like, I was moved properly, and that I don't see too many guys getting moved like I was. You know what I'm saying?
You were a local draw, though.
Yeah,
you could sell tickets.
I had a lot of people. I had a lot.
Those days are not gone. You just gotta be. No, if you can sell, those days aren't gone.
Yeah.
I mean,
I had a big fan base behind me just from being from the streets. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. That's just what it was. That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I think that you were always a unique individual. You had a very Eastern style, East Coast style, right?
I mean, I would consider myself like an old school boxer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I wasn't a. Pernell Whitaker told me if you're winning, if people are clapping, you're probably losing.
Mm.
So you know what I mean? Basically saying, you know what I mean? I'm boxing at a high level, like a different type of boxing. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. For sure.
I ain't a boxer where I ran.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't run from you. You know what I'm saying? I got shot in the leg when I was 16, so my legs were gone. You know what I mean? I had to basically be a boxer, like be in front of you boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Hit, not get hit type shit.
But that's what I think made you slick. You had good lateral movement, good head movement. So
really good ring IQ. Just from loving it.
Mm-hmm. So what are some of the traits you see in your son? Do you think this is something that he will continue as an adult, or you're just going through the motions and supporting him? If he continues, he continues.
I'm going through the motions. If he continues, he continues. I would of course I would love to see him, turn it up and like to another notch. But boxing's a hard. It's a hard sport. It ain't like you don't play boxing. You know what I mean? And you have to be 100% dedicated to the game. You know what I mean? It's and let me say something. But towards the end of my career, I wasn't, and it showed. You know what I'm saying? Going up in weight class, I'd go up to 160 pounds. Obviously, you know what I mean. But I never had money. I never came from money. So every restaurant I'd go to, I'm grabbing something. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And you know what I mean. And I struggled with drug and alcohol issues. You know what I mean? My whole life. So.
Now, was that before or after the fame? Was that on the come up, or was that the money?
That was all my life. You know what I'm saying? That was all my life. You know what I mean? My dad died whenever I was a young buck, OD'd. You know, my mom's been on crack her whole ever since I can remember. My brother died of crack addiction. So, you know what I mean? It's been in my family, in my life, my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Drink and for me, alcohol.
So were you using any drugs during?
Never when I was boxing.
Okay.
Never when I was coming up. Never none of that. I ain't started getting into the drug situations. I was like 28, 29 years old. It was immediate takeover though. You know what I'm saying?
As soon as you started, it took you over.
It just immediately.
What'd you get hooked on?
I was messing with cocaine.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it was an immediate takeover, and it took everything away from me. When I say everything, I mean everything. It took my drive away from me. It took the lack of disrespect, me disrespecting boxing like that. I mean, I just wasn't the same fighter. You know what I mean?
How many years clean?
I've been clean for a while now. I got like 2 years clean. I've been doing good. You know what I mean? Just trying to take it one day at a time.
For sure.
That's all you can do.
I'm back home. Back home, I got a job. I work, cut trees down, and you know, it's just what it is. You know,
absolutely. I wanted to ask you. Obviously, being back in Vegas, had a famous sparring session with Floyd way back in the day.
I think that's what. That's what everyone remembers you for, which I know you might not like that.
So
you might not like that. I know, but
it's like the corniest shit you could even talk about.
But bro, it was infamous.
I mean, from sparring though, that don't even make sense.
Bruh, then nobody ever got to see anybody do that well with Floyd.
Man, I look at it completely different. Like, I mean, look. I was 10 days away from a fight. He's coming into the gym. Not, you know what I mean? You're not. I know it doesn't matter who you are. You're not gonna come into the gym when I'm getting ready to fight. And at that time, in that moment, at 135, there was. I don't think there was any. I don't care who you was coming. You wasn't coming just gonna get out on me. That ain't gonna happen. That shit ain't happening.
Who trained you?
Jesse Reed.
Oh,
Tommy
okay.
and Kello.
Isn't he out of California?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think he trained Rosado at one point, right? Gabe Rosado.
I'm pretty sure he trained Orlando Canizales.
Mm-hmm.
He trained a lot of guys.
Okay.
Roger, Mayweather, all of them.
Do you feel you've been able to pour your knowledge into your son? Is he receiving it well? And do you think you're doing a good job of going from fighter to trainer?
I definitely think that I'm gonna be a better trainer than I will be a fighter. Than I was a fighter. I just do. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And but here's the thing. This the craziest part is I was with so many trainers. My trainer passed away, PK Pacour.
Okay.
He passed away when I was 14-0. I went to Tommy and Kello. I was with Jesse Reed, Panama Lewis, Buddy McGurk, Pernell Whitaker. You understand what I'm saying? Tommy and Kello. You know what I mean? I was with so many guys. So.
I like Tom.
Me too.
He's very fundamental. He loves the fundamentals.
His fundamentals.
He doesn't get a lot of exposure. He's never had a world champion or something. He only deals with amateurs.
Nah, he worked with Roy Jones.
Oh, okay.
He just worked with Roy Jones. Brian Minto, me, Calvin Brock. You know what I mean? He does.
I remember Calvin Brock for sure, and Brian Minto. That's funny.
But
Paul, these days now, obviously you're working back in Pittsburgh, training your son. How much boxing do you really see out there in Pittsburgh these days? I mean, I can't imagine much of it.
I tell you what, bro, this is real shit. I think we got there ain't too many, and we got a gym. It's called 412 Boxing.
Okay.
And the number one, there's a number one guy in the country there, number 3 guy in the country, number 6 guy in the country. When you don't usually see something like that. I mean, so Pittsburgh boxing's coming up.
So let me ask you this. Obviously, you said that you dealt with the drug issues in your parents your whole life. What do you think needs to happen for these fighters? Because clearly they're doing so well early. What needs to happen for them to stay focused and to not get distracted with other things that may be going on?
That's the main. You have to stay in the gym. You got to stay in the gym. You know what I mean? You have to stay busy. You have to stay fighting. That's what we do. Fighters fight. You know what I mean? And you're an amateur. You got to get as many fights as you can. Do the right thing. You know what I mean? Whenever you're involved in drugs and alcohol, you can't even talk about boxing. I don't think you should even talk about boxing when you're involved in something like that. You know what I mean? You're not gonna make. There's nothing you can't make it. You can't. It's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work for you.
Now, how bad is alcohol? Like, can I have not some drinks? Can I drink out of camp?
Nah.
Out of camp. I don't got no fight.
I mean, I don't think you know. No. I mean. Some people, but then you get people that ain't alcoholics.
Talk to me about why it would be bad for me to drink out of camp. I'm not in camp. I'm the champ. I ain't got no fight. You seen a little clip of me drunk online. So what? I ain't got no fight.
It takes fight. Look, it takes a second for you to do something you do not. You
mean while you're intoxicated?
Yeah, when you're intoxicated.
So you're saying that you're not fully in control of yourself when you're intoxicated,
man, bro. I shot my girl, bro. I shot my girl in the chest.
It was alcohol?
I was on alcohol.
No drugs?
No, blasted out of my mind. Didn't know what I was doing. Boom! I had a pistol on me. Bang! That's what happened. You know what I mean? That can happen. That can happen to anybody. People don't understand that.
Do you think alcohol, in your experiences, makes you more aggressive?
For sure.
That's what I feel.
I'm a totally different dude when I'm drinking. It's not. I mean, it's like night and day, and it's literally like night and day. I mean, look, I've been in the penitentiary. I've been in the county jail. I've been in Schumann Center. I've been in any hood that down my neighborhood. I don't get no trouble. I don't get no fights. The minute I'm drinking, I'm fighting everything. Ain't that something? Yeah. Or I'm doing something.
So what do you think the alcohol does? Releases old feelings, old anger?
I just think it's a demon. It's a demon. Some people can do it, some people can't, man. I mean, and I definitely. How are you gonna be drinking and then be boxing and winning against the type of guys? You know what I'm saying? I don't think it can happen.
So, do you guys have a home gym, or are you training out of that 412 gym?
No, I train out of DOX now in Vegas.
So
I'm out here now
permanently.
I mean, for as long as he wants to fight.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean?
So you got a place out here and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I would want you to rather be out here because I mean, if you're saying all this started in Pittsburgh, best thing to do is leave Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially when you have. I mean, you're talking about the fighters you have at that home gym, but you have so many world champions just training all throughout the city that, you know.
And you guys are in DLX. I'm sure your son, what weight class is your son? 47?
119.
Oh, he's small. So he did.
Small, young.
But he's not been there long enough to get work with Nonito, right?
Nah.
Because Nonito was just there before he left to Japan.
Yeah. But he said he's only been here a month. That was
that's what I'm saying. He wasn't been there long enough. And what's that, my man Carmel that we had in? He's too big, right? He looked big.
Yeah.
What is he? 47?
I don't know his exact weight, but he's big though.
Bro, I seen BLX posted some sparring of him, and he was just like dipping under shit and came up with the uppercut. Man.
Yeah.
He had like a little red do-rag on.
I know
They
exactly.
They got some killers down there though. I mean,
Yeah.
Rockman's
son?
His kids,
Yeah.
his kids are down there.
Yeah.
And they could rumble.
We just had them both in here.
Yeah, they're rumblers, dude.
Paul,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, how much boxing do you watch on TV these days?
I love boxing.
Okay, so I
I watch
you keep up with
boxing.
everything
Yeah,
going on.
I mean,
So you got the zone?
I try to watch boxing.
Okay.
You know,
So,
as much as possible.
Obviously, you were at the lightweight division.
Who you guys think is the best lightweight? I mean, it's so hard.
You
for
the
me.
boxer, so I know you picking Devin.
I'm picking Devin. I mean, he's a beast.
I knew it. I knew it.
But then you got Tank. Tank ain't no joke
at all.
You know what I mean? But I got to go with Devin. Devin's just a boxer.
Is it the jab for you?
His whole game. You know what I mean? He was beating me up when he was 15.
What?
I was gonna say I heard you guys sparred.
Yo, oh my God, I gotta ask you now.
Though.
At that age,
15, bro.
But did you ever see him with a bloody nose?
I ain't seen it, man. Nah, he get boxed, man. That dude get boxed. Devin can box his ass off. You know
How
what I
many
mean?
times did you guys spar?
I don't know. We maybe 10 times.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Every time it was just doink, doink, doink.
Yo, that's crazy.
So
keep it at 100. Though.
No, for sure. That's
some gangster
amazing.
shit. Paul, I gotta ask you, what's going through your mind? The fact that you clearly you're saying this 15-year-old's just jabbing you up and
man,
down.
Unbelievable. Like I'm just like, wow, this is really happening. Like,
how old were you?
Over 40.
Oh, okay.
And then that's when I decided, like, not that particular moment, but it was just over. I was chasing. That's what Pernell would say. But man, you can't. We be out here chasing one of these days. And yeah, I was chasing. You know what I mean?
That
Obviously,
was funny.
What the good thing about the whole situation is my work ethic is crazy. You know what I mean? So. Anything, and no matter if I leave, if I left the boxing world, boom, I'm cutting trees. I know cutting trees down don't sound like it's a good thing, but it's putting money in my pocket.
For sure.
You know
No. I mean, we just had world champion, now former, but Joe Smith Jr. That he has a tree cutting business.
Yeah.
So I don't make nothing of that. This guy knows my dad. My
He's a
dad,
landscaper.
Came up landscaping. Like we're Mexican. I grew up cutting grass, but the fact that my dad dropped out of school. He's 13. He bringing in about $250,000 a year. He ain't complaining how he getting the money. He getting the money though. So
you can't make that up.
So as long as you getting it and able to feed your family and provide for yourself, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that matters.
But I'm happy to hear that you guys are out here in DLX, man,
Absolutely.
and living in Vegas. That's amazing. Do you think that you would just solely focus on your son, or now that you're in DLX, are you training other people?
I'll help anybody, especially the kids, bro. I mean, what do you? How don't you help them? You know
For sure.
And I mean, to make a living doing it, man, that's just. I mean,
ideal.
You gotta put that work in. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? And then how you look, bro. If somebody said, Paul, look, if PK would have been like, I gotta give you $50, come to a workout or some shit like that. You know what I mean? How would I be able to pay for that? I'm from the streets. I never had nothing. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Most of these boxers don't. You know what I mean?
They come from nothing, right?
Yeah, so it's like, how you gonna take something off somebody like that? You know what I mean? Yeah.
But at the same time, you still need to feed your family. You still need to keep the gym open. There got to be some sort of gym dues. I know everybody don't got it.
You're right.
But we got to get it somewhere.
No, that's a fact.
Because if there's no gym, them kids back on the street, man.
Yep.
And if you don't have a gym, you don't have a place to go.
One thing about me is I'm like, you can't, like, for a fighter who does has any type of issues that do with alcohol, drugs. I'm talking about with anything though, for real. With me, it was with anything. It's just the being in the streets. You know what I mean? I got shot when I was 16. I was always in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's like I can relate to a lot of dudes that ain't got fathers and mothers and or out there doing this and out there doing that. And I think that like even if I'm gonna keep it real, man. Even if you save one dude, you did your job. You know what I mean? Just being honest with you, like that's how I feel. So when I go to DLX, it's just whatever, bro. I'm just going in there and I'm not staying with nobody's fighter. I don't want nobody's fighter. But if somebody wants some help or I can help them out any type of way I can, I'm with it.
For sure.
That's great, man. That's how it should be.
And you being trained by all those different trainers, man, you have a unique style, I'm sure.
Keep it 100 with you, bro. Like I told Jesse, I'm stealing. Like I'm stealing.
But that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take from the greats, make it your own, and like put a little twist on it.
Yeah, when I came up, I was watching Salvador Sanchez, Roberto Duran, Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Hagler. I'm talking about Pernell, Chavez, all them dudes. I mean, that's what I was watching.
No, and that's the way it should be, right? Because I feel that every fighter has their own style, so you have to do what's best for you. And if one trainer teaches you one thing, another trainer teaches you another, and you put it together and it works for you, then you
put your own twist on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I mean, we had Bill Haney here. He explains to us every little thing that they've took from this trainer. So he's like, we took this from this trainer, and we learned this from that trainer, and we do this because this trainer. So I think that's vital and important, and the fact that you're still in the gym and able to teach that obviously is going to keep the sport alive and be able to grow the sport as well.
For sure. So, Paul, you spoke about alcoholism being a demon. How did you overcome it? What did you use? Are you religious? Did you turn to God? Was it, the fact that your son was coming back into your life? How'd you get over it?
When I had 7 aggravated assaults on the police officers. You know what I mean?
On 7 different officers?
Yeah, bro.
Shit.
I was.
It's an East Coast thing, man.
They brought. I'm gonna keep real with you. They Rodney King me. For real, they had me on the porch for 3 hours, beating the brakes off me. So you know what I mean. And that right there, like when you looking at the judge and the judge looks at you right in your face, he gave me a year. Then he left all my cases open, and he just looks at me in my face and he tells me, I'm trying to explain to him, like, listen, I would never know who you are unless I wasn't drinking this and this. And he looked at me right in my face and said, Paul, listen, check this out. He said, don't relapse, period, point blank. Meaning, if I relapse, I'm coming back in front of them. I'm getting my head knocked off. 7 open aggravated assaults on police. What is that? That's like 20 years right there from the rip. You know what I'm saying?
Is Pittsburgh Commonwealth or is it?
Yeah, it's Commonwealth. And they ain't playing with me. And they definitely ain't playing.
That's crazy.
I got a lot of.
Why are you? I'm glad you left Pittsburgh. I could never live in a Commonwealth state. Because there's no guidelines. They could just give you whatever they want.
Yeah.
Well, however the judge feels that day is like, fuck it, Paul, you've been a dick today, you're gone.
I mean, but one thing I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say this. Like, look, man, I shot my girl in the chest, bro.
No, I know. I read about it.
I got 2 to 5. You know what I mean? She had my back. She was with me. She's out here right now. She's out here right now with me.
Wow.
Y'all got married, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's my girl. We didn't get married,
but
okay. That's my girl. You know what I mean? Like, she looked out for me.
Right,
you know
of
what I'm
course.
saying? So it's like,
shot your girl in the chest while under the influence and she's in the green room.
Yeah.
You a G.
Yeah, I just try to do the right thing. That's
you obviously a good man. She stood through all that, man. So congratulations to you, man. I'm glad that you're in a good place. I'm happy to have you here in Vegas, and I'm happy that we connected so we can introduce our audience to your son. And I believe we'll do that 8 a.m. on Friday. So tell us about him. Is he southpaw, orthodox?
Right-hander.
Okay.
Right-hander. He's a good boxer. He's pretty sound boxer. You know what I mean? He only got four fights.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But
it's in his blood.
He fought back in the day though. You know what I'm saying? Like when he was a young kid. Like
so he's got an old book.
Yeah, like when he was a little kid type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
technically he has more than 4 fights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, I see him doing well. I mean, but the number one thing for him to do well is you gotta work hard. You can't. This gotta be first. If you really want to be a boxer, and you put yourself in a situation where now you have to be a boxer. You don't want to go to school. You don't want to do the right thing in school. You don't want to do this. You want to do that. You feel what I'm saying? You have to. You're 17. You're playing catch up. When I was 17, I had like 80, 90 fights. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he gotta get busy, stay busy. That's why we're.
Does he have a pro style? Are the amateur fights gonna be necessary because of who he is and who his father is?
I'm saying if I was Gene, me and Jesse help him. You know what I mean? I'm obviously gonna lean off of what someone's. You know what I'm saying? He's my son, but I'm not gonna like. Not listen to Jesse, you know what I mean? And if you try, I mean, obviously you would try to go to the Olympics. You know what I mean? Why would you not try to go to the Olympics?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And for real,
trials at the end of this year, right?
Yeah, and for real, like I don't take even the military. To me, if you're doing something positive like that, and boxing brings it to you. Boxing brings that to you. You sign up for 2 years and you get that out of the discipline end of it, out of it, and all that. You know what I mean? Sky's the limit. What could happen to you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, my co-host here was in the Air Force. I don't know that he would recommend it, but boxing gives you discipline. Boxing gives you discipline, and out here he gonna learn about himself if this is what he really wants.
For sure.
I'm be real. I'm from the East Coast. I'm originally from New Jersey, and I've been all up and down New York, Philadelphia, Connecticut. I've been to all the gyms, high level gyms. They spar hard out here. Like I've been to Florida. I've been in camp with Keith Thurman. I've been in camp with Danny Porter. You name it, Wilder. I've been there. Shakur. I've seen these guys, but they sparring hard in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
like it's a fucking fight out here. It's crazy. So yeah, he gonna find out about himself.
I don't know.
Oh, it's different in DLX?
I'm saying I was in Kronk. I was down Kronk, and they get it in.
Oh, they spar hard over there. I never been to Kronk.
And Philadelphia.
Yeah, no, Philly.
But see, he's been in those gyms in the last 11, 12 years.
Yeah.
So how much has changed?
Probably everything.
Probably everything. You came up in the 90s, early 2000s. So I'm sure when you start coming around 2010, 2011, it's been different.
It's been different. Like I had Danny Garcia's father tell me he doesn't bring in hard sparring because he's like, nobody's gonna make a name off the champ. And it's true. When you call a sparring partner like, yo, I need you to spar Shakur Stevenson, the champ, they coming in it with the mentality like, I gotta get off.
Yeah,
I can't let this dude, and it becomes a fucking fight.
No doubt.
It becomes a fight. So it's been interesting living out here in Vegas, watching how they work out here. So, yeah. Interesting. So, are you training out of DLX as a coach as well for the public?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are your hours if anybody wants to come train with you?
It's whatever for real. You know what I mean? I'm hungry for this.
All right.
You know
all right.
I mean? So I just.
So you're there open to close?
Yeah. Whenever. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Definitely, man. You get your hustle on. We got a couple of questions here from the people. Ruin a 504, which is New Orleans. He says, what do you remember about the Angelman Freddy fight? I watched that fight.
I mean, I think it was. I remember having trouble with the weight and all that, and I couldn't believe how it was just that I could do what I wanted with him that easy with him. It was like I thought he was better than what I found out he was.
We got New York Bullet, obviously in New York. He says, what's good, champ? If you had the chance to test your skills against any legendary fighter of your choice, who would it be? God bless you, champ.
Floyd Mayweather. I mean, how could you not say he's the? You know what I mean?
But you technically you had the opportunity to test your skills. You're saying it would have been better to be a real fight.
I mean, a real fight, yeah.
Okay. What about Floyd? Why Floyd?
He's best fighter ever.
Ever.
I'm saying, I mean, it's hard. That you can't really deny.
Now
that.
you sparred Floyd.
His game's crazy. He's able to adjust at any moment. You put him in any type of situation. You know what I'm saying? And he's hard to hit. He's hard, you know what I'm saying? He can box his ass.
What was it about him that made him hard to hit?
Just everything about him. Just his IQ. His IQ.
But is it the reflexes that he's able to move out the way?
When he was pretty boy, he could punch and do all that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, just like I just say his ring IQ is just beyond. You know what I'm saying?
People like to compare Devin and Floyd. How similar do you think they are being in the ring with both of them? And obviously you had a young Devin, but you've watched him on television.
Similar, really similar. Devin punches. I think Devin punches a little harder than him. I really do. Basically, I think so, but I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean?
Okay, that they're gonna love that. I got James Benitez in Huntsville, Alabama, that says, I appreciate your road to recovery and listening to you. You sound solid. Salute to you, champ. Continue to take advantage of this second chance at life. Again, I appreciate hearing your story. So no question, just, a beautiful statement there. Shout out to James. Yeah, man, I like I said, man.
That's real, though, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like another chance at life, man. That's what it is, another chance. I've been through so much. That's another chance at life. You know what I mean? I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. So, any goals you're looking to accomplish for this year? Anything you set out that you know?
To get at least. I want to get at least 40, 50 fights for my son. As many fights as we can. We're going to Atlantic City. We're fighting August. July 9th or something, yeah, and then we're supposed to fight one on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I'm just trying to keep them busy and keep them sharp and keep them in the gym. You know what I mean?
For real.
That's what's important.
Because
they're going to have a tournament here in Resorts World in August, I think.
Yeah, well, we'll be there. I will definitely be there and all that.
It's going to be the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame is throwing a amateur tournament.
We just went to a tournament. I don't know what the title tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, he made it to the finals. He lost in the finals, but a good fight. I don't look at losing as an amateur. I really don't look at losing like you're losing.
It's a learning experience.
You're winning because you're learning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You got a headgear on. You take that headgear off. That's a whole different thing.
Speaking of that. Well, you already said you want him to try and see what he can do with the Olympic trials. Let's say you get there, whatever happens. Is Mexico or building him up yourself an option for you? Because I feel like
that's the only thing. I would hope by then there would be a top rank, or there will be a Al Heyman, or there will be someone
that's interested.
That's interested in him. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because I'm not no manager, I'm not no promoter, but I'm a fighter and I'm a trainer. You know what I mean? That's all I know, so I can't try to pump fake and say, "Oh, I think you should do that." I wouldn't have no advice to really give them. I'm keeping it real.
You got to go off but you got to go off your life experiences. You know how you was treated. You know how you was moved.
When I was coming up, I was getting $50 a round.
All right, so you know they do better than that.
Yeah, right. I understand that, but
you out here though, you're gonna get with the right people.
The trusting issue with the trust, like, you know what I'm saying. You just never, and that's your son. You're in it. This sport. It ain't no joke. I don't even think this is definitely not no sport. You don't play this game.
You don't. But I believe that whoever you link up with, you guys need to express to them that you want to tap back into that Pittsburgh market. You don't necessarily need to live there to fight there and build that hometown. Like, this Paul Spatafora's son people will come out for him. And the more tickets he sells, the more appealing he is to a top rank, is all I'm saying. Like, you think about a Devin, he went to Mexico to show Showtime, show Eddie, this is what I can do. I don't need y'all. This is what I'm doing alone. Saddam Ali, same thing. He was doing 2,000 plus in the Aviator in Brooklyn before Al Heyman got the deal with Barclays. So then he's like, okay, sign that dude. We need him to help us sell out the Barclays. Same thing with Malignaggi, you know? So I'm just saying, you got options, because I remember you being a draw in Pittsburgh. So it's worth a fucking gamble to see, can your son capitalize off your name in your own hometown? Like, will they still come out for him? You know? Maybe a little local show just to test that out. Even an amateur show.
That's where he's from, right? That's
that's where he's from.
Yeah, so you get what I'm saying? It's not like...
Yeah, all his school kids, all his friends could come to his fights.
Exactly.
I would just say attempt to see if there's an avenue to build them locally. But yeah, being out here, you'll meet plenty of managers.
And even still, because you get what I'm saying, if they see you're doing well, it doesn't matter who you're with. They're going to take you home.
You got to take them to Top Rank to spar, though. I mean, that's the best thing. You want Top Rank to know about them.
Yeah.
They spar today.
Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. And I could hook you up with Frank's number. I'm sure he knows you.
I'm sure Jesse Reed. He been around a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let him know that the schedule's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We got another one from San Antonio. James Valdez says Mikey Garcia most recently retired. What's your thoughts on his career and his most recent fights at 147? Did you see those fights?
Yeah, I seen him fights. I think taking on the guys that he took on, like Earl Spence.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think he had a great career.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Champion at 26, 30, 35, and 40.
Mm-hmm. 40
can't ask for more.
You can't make
and
that up.
made a shitload of money along the way.
Yeah.
You know? I didn't expect a retirement at all. Didn't expect a retirement. I felt like a champion of that caliber probably didn't want to leave on a loss, because he lost to Sandor, was his last fight, right?
Yes, that was his last fight.
You know, like, I'm used to seeing fighters leave on a win, even if it's not a real win.
Yeah,
like the way Floyd fought Berto, like, we knew you was gonna win, so you made sure to win. It's crazy that he left on a loss. I guess it's just, you know, it's like you said, it's a tough sport. When you ain't got it in you to train, you might as well not fight.
What did remember what Hagler said? Whenever you waking up in the sheets or whatever.
Yeah, it's hard to get up when you sleep in the silk sheets.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And you lose that hunger. You lose that hunger. Like, everybody wants Keith Thurman to fight Ennis. I want to see Keith Thurman show me he's still a dog. Like, I don't want to see a former world champ that's like, is he back? Is he not back? Get in there with a hungry, young, up-and-coming, big-ass welterweight. You was talking about Philly. Do you know Jaron Ennis?
No.
Oh, man, you got to Google that boy. He's huge.
Yeah.
He's 147 pounds. He's with Bozy Ennis, the father of Farah Ennis and Pooh Ennis. And they got one now with Jaron. But the world wants him to fight a big name, and none of them are available. He hasn't
been active at all, really. How long was the last time he fought?
Who, Ennis?
Thurman.
Oh, the Barrios fight. And before that,
it was like Pacquiao 2.5 years before that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that inactivity
is gonna kill him.
It doesn't matter what anybody says; it's gonna crush you. You ain't gonna be the same dude. I do not.
Unless you're Mayweather. My man took 18 months off and came back and beat Marquez. Even though he blew weight. He did blow weight. So he had a little bit of an advantage, but yeah, it's crazy. I don't think I've ever heard another world champion call Floyd TBE. You gave him that respect. That's because there's some greats out there, you know. A lot of people older than me like to bring up Sugar Ray Robinson or
Roberto Duran
or Ali, you know, but you chose Floyd. You think he's greater than them.
I mean, it's hard. How could you deny it, though?
I don't. I think that your record, what you do in the ring, but also how you impact the world.
And think about how many champions he fought.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
What was it, 24?
For 24 world champions. You know what I'm saying? That's not too many people did that.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Ness, any more questions from the people?
No.
Wrap up?
No, that is all of them. But Paul, man, please give out your social media and your son so people can start to follow him. We'll have him on Friday at 8 a.m. right here in studio. But where can they find you if they want to connect with you?
I'll be at DLX.
All right, and on social media?
Social media, I mean, the Instagram, Paul Spatter 4. That's
Paul Spatter 4 official. Let me get a screen share, Austin. So this is Paul's official Instagram. Go ahead and give him a follow. And yeah, man, connect with him.
I appreciate that.
No, I appreciate you, man, coming in on short notice. We're going to go ahead and take a little intermission and take a picture with the champ and be right back.
Yes! Yes!
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people? Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuss, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Outside ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida.
Intrigue, the Incredible, straight out the ATL. James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and French fries, breakfast of champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C, Y, E.
California.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2-division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr. LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, a.k.a. the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbat 100, U.S. Virgin Islands. Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people. There is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this and every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBD for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
Welcome back. The Breakfast Club of Boxing. If you don't know, now you know. We're going to continue to bring you the greatest and the latest right here on the Boxing Voice Radio. Your calls are important to us, so you already know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you can also join our Discord to call absolutely free using Discord's call-in feature. That link is right here in our live chat. So go ahead and click it, and that'll bring you in. You raise your hand, letting us know that you want to be part of the show, and we will do that and bring you on. We're going to go out to Adrian, the Problem, Rowan in Wisconsin. What up?
I'm good. I beat Polly. I left with his belt and his girl.
It's a dollar beat.
Hey, Pops. Let's find out one time. And I know all y'all against me. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to. Just shut that soft ass shit up.
BoxingVoice.com.
You gotta unmute, Adrian.
Adrian.
Say what?
Where you at?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, what was the topic today? We're talking Teofimo Lopez
versus Pedro Campa is official. Plus, we're talking Richardson Hitchins no longer contracted to Mayweather and just signed a multi-year agreement with Keith Conley.
Well, I mean, if he feels that Keith is going to do better for him, you know, you got to do what you got to do as a fighter. Teofimo, obviously, he's taking a tune-up. I'm not mad at him for it. I mean, after his performance last fight, I think he needs a tune-up for his confidence to get that back, even though he's talking a lot of shit all the time. But, yeah, man, that's how I feel about that. But otherwise, man, it feels good to call into the show. I've been busy, man. I'm actually tearing apart the gym right now because we're moving the gym to a new location so I can finally get the ring up and be official, Ness. So that's
now you gotta fly me out. I gotta go see that gym. We're gonna have to do a show. Where y'all doing it, in the new DEF CON or the old one?
Nah, so basically the one that you was at,
yeah,
we tearing everything up, and we bought George.
So wait, when you say tearing up, you taking out the dojo stuff or you taking out the backroom stuff?
All of it.
Okay.
Like we literally, the new facility we're going to is going to have the regular gym, like with.
So you guys are leaving that facility altogether?
Yeah, we're going to a new facility,
okay.
10,000 square feet. The boxing area is going to have its own area for the ring and that. We're going to have an area for like the people who want to do cardio boxing. You know what I mean? It's the next step. It's the next evolution into what we're doing. But we're literally in the building right now, tearing stuff apart, moving the ring over. So it's going to be some growing pains for a second. But, you know, we're trying to move forward and get bigger and better. And you know what? I'm going to have to fly you out next.
Is it space for an amateur show now?
I mean, the facility's huge, but man, I got bigger ambitions because I do have a contracted with the USA Boxing Commission. Obviously, I was gonna do a show, but we couldn't secure the doctor. So you know what I mean? No doctor, no show. So we pushed it back tentatively. And what I'm trying to do is, that place we took you out to dinner, the nice little seafood spot, there's that green space in the middle of the city on the lake. So I've been talking with the bars and the businesses in the community, and they're willing to sponsor me to throw an event outdoors, outside there, you know, with thousands of people. So that's what I'm pushing for. You know what I'm saying? We can only do it big. There's no point in doing it small because small doesn't make any money.
Agreed.
And it doesn't get people seen either. You know what I'm saying? All these amateurs just want to be seen. But it's cool when we get the new gym going. I'm going to have to bring you down here because I just talked to Gerald McClellan Jr., and he want to come down and work alongside the kids. So, man, maybe I'm going to have to try to get y'all down at the same time.
Man, I'm trying to go see Gerald in fucking the Bahamas, bruh. I swear I got to make that happen before I die.
Are you going to add this to your road trip? Just head up there, see the new facility?
Nah, it might be a different date, but definitely wanna go, man. Definitely want to go.
And then props. I know I only got so much time on the call. On that WBC thing you're talking about. I do catch the show. I'm just usually training people and working in the morning when you're cooking, so I listen afterwards. But props.
Yeah, man,
the WBC thing and
they got our decks and all our information on Border Wars. So we'll see. Do they want to go ahead and make it part of their, umbrella?
Just a quick question about that. So if that goes under their umbrella, now is that going to have to go under like USA Amateur Boxing? Do they
probably
go through them?
More than likely, yes, but that's okay because it's like I said, there's so many guys that want amateur fights that they can't really get, and then they can't get matched. That's the biggest problem with amateurs, is not being able to be matched. And kind of,
you're right.
And kind of the issue.
I've been there.
Yeah, and kind of the good thing about Border Wars is that we pretty much make sure you're matched. You know what I mean? We've had, one or two people that had to get matched late, but pretty much everyone gets a fight.
Yeah, man, you be putting in that work, man. They don't really understand, all the stuff that falls out that goes behind. Because, like, dude, doing the amateur show, I got so many gyms that called me with ages, sizes, and it gets tough because just because you got two people that should match up, it doesn't mean the coaches want them to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you're fighting with different.
No, it becomes politics, bro. It becomes politics. You're sending footage of a guy, and that coach is just like, no, not him. What about this guy? Is he available? And it's like, bruh, that guy's not available, man. Like, stop trying to get an easy win. It's very frustrating, bro. It's very frustrating.
And there's a lot of politics in like USA boxing too. Like, if you travel somewhere else, like I've had my own guys, we're fighting the hometown kid.
Mm-hmm.
My kid walks out and I hear
boos,
200 people plus, no, cheering for the other kid, right? Everyone's here for them. It's their gym putting on the promotion.
Mm-hmm.
So now I know why they made it so sweet to come, travel a few states away. And I tell all my fighters, listen, when you fight in the hometown, dude, if you don't get a couple standing eights, if you don't clearly win, you're not winning. If it's a close fight, you're going to lose. So, go show up or don't show up. Because if it's close, don't get mad if you lose, because that's the politics. And like your guest was just saying, they're not really losses in the amateurs. They're learning experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So, at the end of the day, those wins and losses don't count till you get to the pros. Because, you know how it is, man. We live in a culture of shit. If you lose once or twice, you're garbage. Look at Keith. Keith lost one fight?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone thinks he's a bum. I mean, his inactivity kind of fucks him over, but they think he's a bum because he lost to Pacquiao. You just can't lose now. So you got to do your losing, and you're learning in the amateurs and seeing all those styles, because you know how it goes now. But man, I don't want to take up too much of your time, man. I got to get back to moving this gym and doing everything. But when everything's said and done, Ness, don't worry, man. I'm gonna fly you out like you flew me out, brother.
Let's do it.
All right. You have a good one too, Danny. And Bo, what up, Bo? You there, Bo?
He's in the back somewhere.
He in the back somewhere. Okay, you putting them to work. Well, all right, man. Shout out to all my TBV brothers. Y'all have a great day, man. I'm going to keep on listening.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in. That number, if you want to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. And, who is next or available on Discord? It looks like I got Mr. CYP.
Yo.
Let me get this up. Y'all know that Mike.
Damn. It must have not been meant to be, CYP. Who we got? CYP going once?
He left the call.
Oh, damn.
We don't have any other callers.
Nesta.
All right, my name is Nestor Gibbs, Instagram and Twitter. Until the next one.
Actually, it's a Nest GTO on Instagram and Twitter.
Yep.
You can't find him on his personal YouTube or on TikTok at Nestor Gibbs. I'm Ringwalk Danny. We are the Boxing Voice 7 days a week. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow for another doubleheader, 6 a.m. Pacific and then 4 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. So we'll see you guys at 6 a.m.